After the murder of Sarah Everard last March, it was widely reported by YouGov and many other sources that 97% of women between the ages of 18 to 24 had been sexually harassed in some way by men. The topic and statistic trended on social media and was jolted to the forefront of widespread conversation. In our current socio-political climate, sexual harassment manifests itself in many different forms. According to YouGov UK, 44% of women have been stared at in a way that makes them feel unsafe or uncomfortable. 30% have been physically followed in the same manner. A huge 51% have been catcalled or wolf whistled at. 35% have experienced inappropriate in-person comments or jokes. And what is even more poignant is that 37% of women have been groped or felt physically violated by a man, with 14% expressing that they had been forced, threatened, or coerced into participating in sexual behaviour. Satisfaction with police action against sexual harassment has changed since Sarah Everard's disappearance. In October 2020, before Sarah went missing, 54% of the population said the police did not take sexual assault seriously enough. In March 2021, after her disappearance, that had risen to 68% of a mixed pool of people. Proposals by the government and police to decrease rates of female sexual harassment have been met with mixed responses from women. Tougher sentencing for sexual harassment, sexual assault, and domestic violence came out as what women thought would be the most effective policy, with 89% of women agreeing. 85% thought that better lit streets could decrease harassment rates. 81% agreed that schools should play a part in teaching boys acceptable and respectful behaviour towards women, with 81% agreeing. Interestingly, undercover police officers, the policy that seemed one of the most endorsed proposals, scored lowest, with only 49% of the pool believing it would be effective. Mandu Reid, leader of the Women's Equality Party, said women have had their trust eroded by a government who thinks street lights will solve street harassment and refuses to properly fund critical services for women escaping violent or abusive situations. And with the shockingly low number of rape convictions and allegations of domestic abuse and sexual misconduct amongst police officers, trust in the criminal justice system to keep us safe is at a low. The data arguably reflects these sentiments. 61% of women do not think police are doing enough to ensure the safety of women and girls. 67% of women think the government are also not stepping up. And a whopping 75% of women think that men in general do not do enough to ensure female safety. Whilst the data speaks for itself, personal safety is an issue that no person should have to question in our 21st century world.